fifth round of the 2009 International GT Championship is from the Kyoto GP Long circuit, 7.4 kilometers in length, with a very tricky sections all throughout the lap. Long start-finish straight leads you into a very tricky turn number 1, a bottleneck point there to look out for incidents at. Not much runoff on the far side of the entry. Then turns 2 and 3, a fast run down to the tight turn number 4, a large gravel trap ready to catch any drivers who make a mistake and have it off there at that turn. We could see a safety car deployed to recover a car out of that gravel trap. Turn 6, 7, 8 we'll refer to as the sweeps during the broadcast today. Very technical high downforce section needed. Get a good run out of there to get a good run down the backstretch. Turn 9, another gravel trap that could catch some drivers out today. Turn number 11, coming onto the famous Kyoto Oval. Very tricky turn to get correct, as it seems to never end. Turn 13, very controversial chicane. More about that the track with the onboard lap. Then slowest turns on the track, turns 16 and 17, bringing you back onto the main stretch. Chris Ford takes you on a lap of Kyoto GP Long.
Today's track guide is brought to you by Christoper Felder of Sonicrealms Racing. He'll be competing in the IGTC for the first time. Hopefully he doesn't get too nervous, but I'm sure he won't, especially from my point of view as a member of Sonicrealms Racing. But here he comes, down the long first straight, across the line now, down toward the first little kink, which isn't really a turn. You'll see him go over the curb, try and trim the track as much as possible, down into first braking zone, turn number 1, fourth gear, throw the car in over the curb, over the second curb. The exit's quite difficult because the track does narrow there, but as we see him coming down the straight again toward what I call turn number 3 and what LFS Maps calls turn number 3, you'll see 2 little kinks here, but they're not really corners, so they don't matter. And we come down, big braking zone this, third gear, throw the car in, just try and find the apex. As you can see, again the exit tightens a little bit, but no problems for him. Down into the sweeps. The sweeps are a very, very fast series of sweeping bends in fourth gear, up the hill, climbing. The last one is the easiest. There's the right-hander with big, massive curbs to keep the car on the track and make sure the drivers don't make little mistakes. And after that simple corner, you have a hard corner, fifth gear. Throw the car in. There we go. It narrows a little bit on the exit again. Again, a good curb there to keep the drivers on the track. Another little kink leads you into left-hander, which seems to go on forever and ever and ever. But it's important to get a good exit in this corner, as you'll see Christopher does here. No little drifts, no little silly incidents or anything like that. Just get onto the straight, because it's a long straight with the banked, unique section that'll lead into one of the most controversial corners in Live for Speed. I mean, it's supposed to be a chicane. What do chicanes do? They slow you down. This one doesn't. Watch this. Bang, 1 gear down, 5th gear, straight back on the throttle, cut in the corner. That's not a chicane in my book, and it's not a chicane in many people's books, but that's Live for Speed. Anyway, down toward the final braking zone, the slowest corner on the track, 2nd gear. Again, get the car in. You have to keep a nice balance, because the next 2 corners, last 2 corners on the track, follow immediately. It's quite hard sometimes if you have a little slide on the acceleration from the left-hander to get those corners right. But as you can see, Christopher did get it right, and he's coming across the line now to complete a lap of Kyoto GP Long in the FZR.